And we're back on live broadcast. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Maayong hapon dakbayan sa Davao. Once again, welcome to the cluster training of teachers on the learning management system of the Department of Education, Division of Davao City for clusters 1 and 3. This is Christine Joy C. Cabahog, a teacher of Davao City National High School of Cluster 1. For our afternoon attendance link, controller, please flash the link on the screen below. Yan. So there it is. We have the day 1 afternoon attendance link. That is deped.in/6x. HYNJ, that's capital letters, and 1. I repeat, for the afternoon attendance link, we have deped.in/6x. Capital HYNJ 1. Ayan. So, the attendance link for this afternoon session will only be until 3 p.m. I repeat, only until 3 p.m. Alas 3 po tayo ng hapon para sa attendance link at maglalak po siya automatically. And we must be watch advocates, for we value punctuality as an integral part of a true Filipino. Now, for the information of our viewers who are watching right now, WATCH is an acronym which stands for We Advocate Time Consciousness and Honesty. So, we must comply and respond to the attendance because these attendance links have time limits. All right, at this juncture, for our management of learning this afternoon, let us now sing together the Makabayan song and let us break the ice from a powerhouse energizer courtesy of Davao City National High School. Galaw-galaw para gumanda ang araw. It's all systems go, clusters 1 and 3. Controller, take it away.
Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao, ngayon ay nagkakaisa. Sabay-sabay natutugon sa hamon ng panahon. Damhin mo na ang patasang sumasali sa bawat isa. Pagmamahal sa bayan na sa Diyos ang tanging sagot nila. Bangon Pilipinas, ngayon ang panahon. Bangon Pilipinas, tumugon sa hamon. Itaas sa diwaga-iway ang bandilang pinaglaban. Bangon Pilipinas, ang sigaw ng bayan.
Help from PCOO and other communications platforms para malaman itong bagong paningin natin sa edukasyon.
Pandemic or sadness in our personal lives, let us be brave because that is the trait of the Filipino people.
More livable in your face, as long as you are in good faith.
Bangon Pilipinas, ngayon ang panahon. Bangon Pilipinas, tumugon sa hamon. Itaas sa diwaga-iway ang bandilang pinaglaban. Bangon Pilipinas, ang sigaw ng bayan. Bangon Pilipinas, ngayon ang panahon. Bangon Pilipinas, tugon sa hamon. Itaas sa diwagayway ang bandirang pinaglaban. Bangon Pilipinas, ang sigaw ng bayan. Bangon Pilipinas, ang sigaw ng bayan. Bangon Pilipinas, ang sigaw ng bayan.
Wow, that was indeed a strong and powerful makabayan song for everyone. Bangon, Pilipinas! And di rin pahuhuli ang Powerhouse Energizer, courtesy of Davao City National High School. Whew! Burn, burn, burn those stressors away. Daghan kayong salamat, Davao City High. Well, moving on. Eto na. here is the much-awaited announcement of the top 5 Day 1 AM Watch Advocates of the Cluster Training of Teachers on the Learning Management System. Handa na ba kayo? Ito na, among the 1,500 participants who are expected to be in attendance for this training, sino-sino kaya ang ating mga top 5 AM Watch Advocates for today? Now, may I call on screen the Principal 4 of Davao City National High School, walang iba kundi si Ma'am Evelyn E. Magno. Hello, ma'am. Hi, ma'am.
Hello, Christine. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, participants.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, let me announce to you the winners for the first 5 winners Watch Advocates. The first 5, and the first one goes to Francisco Bangoy National High School. The winner is, and to receive the first packet Wi-Fi goes to Dr. Rogar Garcia. The second one to receive 100 pesos of smart load goes to Santa Ana National High School and Erico Nograles National High School. Sorry, the second goes to Santa Ana National High School. And the 100 pesos smart load goes to Kenneth Baliana. Congratulations. The third goes to Erico Nograles National High School. And he will receive 50 pesos of smart load. And it goes to Sherwin Roy C. Blazon. Congratulations, Sherwin. The fourth winner goes to Roman John C. Lara of Davao City National High School. And he will be receiving 50 pesos smart load. And the last but not the least, the fifth winner goes to Francisco Bangoy National High School, who will be receiving 50 pesos smart load. And it goes to John Paulo P.P. Planas. Congratulations, winners. Just claim your prize at the PSDS office. Thank you. And once again, good afternoon.
Right. Thank you very much, Ma'am Evelyn E. Magno, Principal 4 of Davao City National High School, for the announcement of our top 5 Day 1 AM Watch Advocates. By the way, the top 1 AM Watch Advocate will receive a prepaid home Wi-Fi kit, and it's actually with me now. Eto siya. Diba? Courtesy of our very generous Principal 4 of Davao City National High School, Ma'am Evelyn Magno. Thank you very much po for this one. And congratulations to Dr. Roger R. Garcia of F. Bangoy National High School. Congrats, congrats. And by the way, for the top 2 to 5 in the morning and all the afternoon watch advocates who will be announced later on will also be receiving prepaid load cards. Kung hindi man kayo makapunta dito sa PSDS office, you may also claim your prizes courtesy of your school heads. So lahat, for everybody who got the top 5 and also the top 1, congratulations. Thank you very much, Ma'am Ev. Salamat po.
You're welcome, Christine.
All right. Okay. So at this juncture, to share their outputs of the Moodle LMS Output presentation, we have Sir Roger Garcia, Master Teacher 1 of F. Bangoy National High School, Cluster 3, representing the junior high school participants, and Sir Abel Percival S. Silao, Senior High School Teacher 2 of Davao City National High School, Cluster 1, representing the senior high school participants. Sir Roger and Sir Abel, please take it away.
High School. I am assigned to make an output for lessons and activities in Learning Management System for Grade 10 topic. Since I am one of the module writers, I chose the topic Electromagnetic Wavelength as the learning content for my output. I entitled my output as the colorful rainbow for Module 1. The rainbow is a natural event due to reflection and light spread in water droplet, which creates a range of light in the sky. The rainbow is a light spectrum: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. The varying shades of a rainbow correspond to the various wavelengths. The different colors of the rainbow signify electromagnetic regions and their frequencies and energies. You can be able to compare and contrast each electromagnetic wave's frequencies and energy depending upon its wavelength. In the LMS, or the Learning Management System, I put the learning competencies based from the most essential learning competencies given by the Department of Education. This session is geared at attaining the learning competency where students describe and compare the waves that make up the electromagnetic spectrum in terms of their wavelength. In order for the learners to understand the topic, I compare the wavelengths of the different colors of the light in the visible light spectrum. As expected, the students would learn these competencies for 2 weeks as stipulated in the updated most essential learning competencies. As you can see, I put also an announcement. This announcement has been posted just to welcome the students into this platform and to give them heads up on the things they need to accomplish. After that, I created a pre-test where the students shall answer based on their prior knowledge regarding this topic. After the pre-test, there will be a video presentation which serves as a springboard for the topic and where learners learn what electromagnetic spectrum and wavelength is. It discusses the inverse relationship between wavelength and frequency as you move through the spectrum. Another video will be shown to describe each wavelength that makes up the electromagnetic spectrum. Hence, on this part, there will be a discussion aligned from the competencies. It also shows the comparison and the contrast of each wavelength in the electromagnetic spectrum based on their wavelength, frequencies, and energies. After the video presentations will be an activity. This activity is entitled Which is Which? On this part of the student shall choose from among the two choices. By just clicking their choice, answers will be shown. I prepared 5 questions for this presentation. In my case, I only created 1 activity, but you can still create more activities for the students to be more engaged in your learning management system. The next part will be my references. This file is in PDF format. They can download this file as part of their reference. I use PDF format so that they can access easily than Word file. Because in Word file, you have to download and install Microsoft Word in order for you to have access. After the reference is the post-test quiz. This would assess their cognitive skill on how far they've learned from my lesson. Lastly, will be their assignment. The assignment is downloadable. This assignment is the lesson for the next 2 weeks. And this assignment is all about the uses of the different waves in the electromagnetic spectrum. Thank you for listening. I hope you would be able to create your own and customized activities for the learning management system so that this coming 24th of August, we will all be ready for this coming new normal classes. Thank you and God bless us always.
A pleasant afternoon to everyone. I am Abel Percival Silo, and I am tasked to present to you my LMS output for this afternoon. The first thing I did was create my account in the LMS. Now that I have an account, our IT coordinator assigned a course creator account for me, so I will be able to create courses in the LMS. After that, I created the course for my class. Since I am a CSS teacher, I created a course for my grade 11 CSS students. The next step for me was to change the title of the topics that I will be teaching. I chose the topic Creating a Bootable Flash Drive. After changing the title of the topic, I added the different resources that I will be needing for the lesson. As you can see, I have added a link for the different resources, including the websites for the software that we will be using in our lesson. This way, it will be much easier for my students to download the needed resources. Next, a very important part of the lesson. I added a quiz using multiple choice and true or false. But aside from this approach, you may also choose other quiz formats that may be appropriate for your topic. After the end of the discussion, the students will click this link to answer the quiz. And in the last part, I included an assignment for the students to follow up after the end of the class. After I've completed the contents of my course, I edited the settings so that my students can manually enroll themselves in my course. Then, I instructed my students to create an account in the LMS and join my course. With proper practice and the unwavering support of our peers and leaders, I agree that LMS can make things easier for both teachers and students. That would be all. Thank you and have a great day.
All right, thank you very much. That was Sir Roger Garcia, Master Teacher 1 of F. Bangoy National High School, Cluster 3, and Sir Abel Percival S. Silao, Senior High School Teacher 2 of Davao City National High School under Cluster 1, for sharing their best practices and tips of their outputs in the Moodle LMS or the Learning Management System. Well, kung hindi man kayo nakasunod sa run-through and presentations regarding LMS this time, you can still view this video later on dahil automatic po na recorded ang webinar natin sa CTOT. Just go and click again the link and you will have a playback later on. Now, at this point, we will now listen to the discussion about embracing DepEd vision, mission, and goals. That will be given to us by Ma'am Maribeth A. Alcordo, School Head of Bernardo Carpio National High School. Go ahead, Ma'am Maribeth. Please take the floor.
To our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Reynaldo M. Villena, SESI 5. To our 2 Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Basilio P. Manaay Jr., SESI. And to Ma'am Emma Campo Redondo, SESI. To our Public School District Supervisor, Dr. Winifredo E. Cagape. To my fellow school heads, and of course, our participants, and the people behind this cluster rollout on learning management system, good afternoon. My session is about embracing DepEd's vision, mission, and core values. We have one terminal objective. At the end of the session, the participants should be able to internalize their roles aligned with the understanding of DepEd's mission, vision, and core values. So when we say internalize, we have to really think of it And we really have to have a participation. What are the enabling objectives? One, to reflect on the deeper meaning of DepEd's vision, mission, and core values. Second is to convey their pledge of commitment in the realization of the DepEd's vision and mission, and in the upholding of DepEd's core values. Now let us start with this question. How do you see your incoming learners 10 to 20 years from now? I am giving you 20 seconds to think. Now there can be several possible answers. You have there, they are successful in their chosen careers. Or after 20 years, they have realized their ambitions in life. Some may have become productive citizens of the country. Others may become responsible individuals. And maybe there are some who become good parents to their children. Now, what does it take for dreams to be achieved? There are actually requisites. One, we have clarity of dream or vision. Two, clear strategy. Three, aligned activities and clear understanding of roles. Clarity of dream or vision. This is knowing what you want your future to look like. And of course, for clear strategy, to be able to achieve this dream, we have our plans. We have our blueprint, which will serve as our guide in achieving our dream or vision. And along with this strategy, we have certain steps or we have activities that are aligned of what we want to become in the future. And finally, we have clear understanding of roles. Now, just like us, we are teachers. We need to know our responsibilities, our roles. Now, let me start by presenting to you our DepEd vision. May I invite everyone to recite or maybe to read our DepEd vision. We dream of Filipinos who passionately love their country and whose values and competencies enable them to realize their full potential and contribute meaningfully to building the nation. As a learner-centered public institution, the Department of Education continuously improves itself to better serve its stakeholders. Now, let us ponder on these questions. While reciting, what were you thinking of? Personally, based in my opinion, I would say that this DepEd vision should not be memorized by the students, but this should be memorized by the teachers, by us as educators, because this vision is for all of us, not for our students. Number two, were you visualizing for the school heads, the teachers, or the learners? Third, we have what or where will they be 5 or 10 or 20 years from now? What will your contribution be as an instructional leader towards the realization of the DepEd vision? Okay, let us have a closer look of our vision. We dream of Filipinos. Our vision is more than just the end, goal of a plan. So when we say dream, it is a wish or it is a prayer. What we fervently hope for and what we diligently work towards. By envisioning, we begin to fulfill our mandate and responsibilities stated in Republic Act number 9155 and do our duty as Filipinos. Now this Republic Act 9155, it is an act instituting the framework of governance and establishing the responsibilities and accountabilities. Next line, we have who passionately love their country. We want to develop our learners who are true citizens and patriots, who have a strong desire to serve their country and work for its betterment. In what ways can our learners show nationalism? So these are now the questions. And how can we, as teachers, reinforce nationalism? Now, when we talk of nationalism, that is our interest to the culture of our country. We can actually teach our students for being nationalistic by just merely showing respect in the singing of our national anthem during our raising of the flag. And may I remind you that teaching the sense of nationalism is not only the job of the Aralpan teachers or the values teachers, but this is our responsibility as members of our family, the Department of Education. And whose values and competencies? Okay, there are two things that we need to do. Inculcate the values deemed necessary and desirable, and train students to make sure that they have the necessary competencies. Now, what are the two words that are being highlighted? We have the values. Okay, what are these values? These are actually the right things that we need to do in our lives, in our work. And what about the competencies? The competencies are actually the demonstrable skills for our learners. Now, in this slide, I am showing you the philosophical basis and the legal basis of the crafting of our DedEd vision. So you can see that at the center, you have our learner, and surrounding him are the needs of our learner, needs of national and global community. Now, the nature of the learner of course has a body and spirit, intellect and free will. Now, what are his needs? He needs skills, he needs self-actualization, he needs preparation for the world of the work. Now, you can observe that from this support, we have here curriculum support system that will be given to us or to our learner by the Department of Education. So, another one, we have societal support or public-private partnership, maybe the media, the government offices, and the non-government offices. Now, for administrative support, we have the Department of Education, Central Office, Regional Office, Division Office, down to the school level. How about instructional support? We have the teachers, we have the textbooks and other learning materials. And we also have the support coming from our family, internal and external stakeholders. So all of this can contribute to the molding of our learner. Guided with the different monitoring and evaluation systems, with all these supports, we will be molding one learner who is functionally literate and holistically developed Filipino. Next line, we have enabled them to realize their full potential. So this is now the question. What do you want to be when you grow up? So there can be several answers. One may answer that I want to be a teacher. I want to be a lawyer and all that. Teachers also teach them values and morals in the hope that one day, when they do find their talents and realize the greatness that they have within them, they can choose to use this for good. So we need to teach our students to identify their potentials, their talents, their skills, or in general, their potential can be used in facing the realities of life. As young as they are, of course, our students have already their ambitions in life, and teachers need to nurture that ambition into the hearts of the students. As instructional leaders, let us help ensure that we are nurturing teachers in the classroom. Now, nurturing teachers. These words are also highlighted. Who are these nurturing teachers? Teachers with caring attitude, teachers who give always inspiring and encouraging words to our students. So I hope that we are the nurturing teachers and contribute meaningfully to building the nation. Because as a learner centered institution, we want them to know how to improve themselves and realize their dreams while keeping in mind the state of their country and the welfare of their people. Our students should be taught that aside of improving themselves, they have the so-called social responsibility. In turn, Filipinos realize their potential, not for selfish gain, but to contribute to building a nation every Filipino deserves. We have to teach them how to participate in the different activities that could make our nation progress. So, in all our decisions and actions, we must put the Filipino learner first. Not second, not third, but first. Just like our students, we do not stop learning. We constantly seek to be better, both as an institution and as individual. It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent. It is the one most adaptable or most responsive to change. And so our target is not actually perfection, but our target is continuous improvement. We do not stop from learning, but we have to continue learning. To better serve its stakeholders, so that is the last line of our DepEd vision. Now, who are these stakeholders? We have the teachers, parents, local government units, and external partners. Through time, our learners have changing needs, and the department must adapt and be better to serve them better. And so, this is the real challenge. We have here conscious awareness of our vision, deep understanding and belief in the possibility, teachers as active agents of action and change towards this vision. So when we say conscious awareness, we should be consciously aware of our vision as mandated by the Department of Education. We should have that kind of understanding, that kind of belief by our heart that we, as we join hands together, we can be able to produce learners that are responsible, useful, and better citizens of our country. And for the second part, we have here the DepEd Mission. Again, may I invite everyone to join me in reciting our DepEd Mission to protect and promote the right of every Filipino to quality, equitable, culture-based, and complete basic education, where students learn in a child-friendly, gender-sensitive, safe, and motivating environment. Teachers facilitate learning and constantly nurture every learner. Administrators and staff, as stewards of the institution, ensure an enabling and supportive environment for effective learning to happen. And family, community, and other stakeholders are actively engaged and share responsibility for developing lifelong learners. So let us start to protect and promote the right of every Filipino to quality. So meaning very essential and useful, equitable, that would be fair. So you have culture-based, meaning teaching and learning process are based from the different practices, different ethics, orientations, and other foundation of a particular culture. And complete basic education. Complete because we have kindergarten up to senior high school. So it is stated in the 1987 Philippine Constitution that our mission states that it is our duty as stewards of education to protect and promote the rights of all citizens. Students learn in a child-friendly, gender-sensitive, safe, and motivating environment. Now, this is the question. Do we provide our learners a child-friendly, gender-sensitive, safe, and motivating environment? Now, what do you think is the answer? From my end as a school head, I would say yes. Because our institution, the Department of Education, has provided us the different programs. We have DepEd Order number 40 of 2012, the Child Protection Policy. We also have Anti-Bullying Act of 2013, the DRRM, Disaster Risk Reduction Management. We also have the Child-Friendly School System. Those are programs that can support that in school we are promoting that kind of learning environment. Those are the flagship programs of our department. Teachers facilitate learning and constantly nurture every learner. Do our teachers ensure the development of each unique learner? Let me remind you that in your IPCRF, you have the different KRAs. In fact, KRA number 2 talks about diversity of learners. So we need to consider that each learner is unique. What about nurturing our learner? Now, as I was saying earlier, nurturing teachers are those teachers who consider every learner as special. Administrators and staff, as stewards of the institution, ensure an enabling and supportive environment for effective learning to happen. So the question now is, do our policies, systems, processes, and behavior ensure an enabling and supportive environment for effective learning to happen? What do you think is your answer? Now, when we say enabling, it is a kind of learning environment that is warm and very accommodating. The students would feel that they are free from harm and free from other threats. What about family? Community and other stakeholders are actively engaged and share responsibility for developing lifelong learners. Now, you might have observed that in our senior high school, we have already some partners. We have established strong partnership with other sectors. Just like in our immersion, we have our partners. By doing this, we will be able to develop the lifelong learning of our students. And finally, we have now the DepEd core values. This is probably the easiest to memorize. So we have here the 4 values: maka-Diyos, makatao, makakalikasan, at makabansa. So from Republic Act number 8491, which is actually the flag and the heraldic code of the Philippines, it states there that our national motto shall be maka-Diyos, makatao, makakalikasan, at makabansa. In adopting these 4 core values, what does it mean to be maka-Diyos, makatao, makakalikasan, and makabansa in the context of the Department of Education? Probably we have here behavior statements and of course the indicators. For maka-Diyos, behavior statement is expresses one's spiritual beliefs while respecting the spiritual beliefs of others. So the indicators are engages oneself in worthwhile spiritual activities, respects sacred places, respects religious beliefs of others, demonstrates curiosity and willingness to learn about other ways to express spiritual life. So generally, for these first behavior statements, this has something to do with spirituality and respect. The second one shows adherence to ethical principles or moral principles by upholding the truth. So this is actually very basic. The indicators we have tells the truth, returns borrowed things in good condition, demonstrates intellectual honesty, expects honesty from others, aspires to be fair and kind to all, identifies personal biases, recognizes and respects one's feelings and those of others. Still on respect and honesty. So that is why we have watch program in our school. The next core value is makatao. Behavior statements, we have two. First, sensitive to individual, social, and cultural differences. The indicators shows respect for all. Again, respect is being emphasized because I believe that respect is one of the greatest expression of love. So you cannot love without respecting first. So let me continue on the indicators. Number 3, we have takes good care of borrowed things. Perfect. Because you borrow a particular thing, you should have to take good care of it. Views mistakes as learning opportunities. So we have to teach our children. We have to instill to the minds of our students that committing a mistake is not blaming yourself or himself or blaming others, but instead, he or she should view mistakes as learning opportunities. Next indicator, upholds and respects the dignity and equality of all, including those with special needs. So, as mentors, we need to emphasize to our students that all, regardless of sex, age, or whatever orientation, everyone deserves to be treated equally. The next, volunteers to assist others in times of need. So this is actually inherent to majority of us Filipinos, the spirit of bayanihan. And the last one, we have recognizes and respects people from different economic, social, and cultural background. So this is related to number 5. So everyone deserves to be treated equally, regardless of economic and social status. The next behavior statement under makatao is demonstrates contributions towards solidarity. The indicators, 1, cooperates during activities. So we need to emphasize to our students that they should be goal-oriented, they should be output-oriented. The spirit of cooperation should be there. Number 2, recognizes and accepts the contribution of others toward a goal. So we should teach them how to appreciate if in attaining a particular goal, they have their contributions. Number 3, considers diverse views. So we need to respect opinions and views from others. Next, communicates respectfully. So we need to revive the use of po, ko, or the magic words, thank you or please, and all others. The next indicator, we have accepts, defeats, and celebrates others' successes. We should be happy of the successes of others to instill to our students that helping others could also lead to their successes. The last one, speaks out against and prevents bullying. Okay, the third core value, we have makakalikasan. Behavior statement, cares for the environment and utilizes resources wisely, judiciously, and economically. The indicators, 1, shows a caring attitude toward the environment. So we should be thankful that we have our Mother Earth. That is why we are bound to protect these things. Number 2, practices waste management. That is why in school we have our waste disposal. 3, conserves energy and resources. By doing this, you are not only helping the school, but you are helping the country as a whole. 4, takes care of school materials, facilities, and equipment. Now, these things that are found in our school are actually the properties of our government. But our job, since these things are entrusted to us, our job is to take good care of them. 5, keeps work area in order during and after work. So we need to maintain that our school is always a learning environment. Keep it clean and motivating as well. And the last one, keeps one's work neat and orderly. Now finally, makabansa. Number one, we have demonstrates pride in being a Filipino, exercises the rights and responsibilities of a Filipino citizen. What are the indicators? Number one, identifies oneself as a Filipino. So we should be proud being Filipinos. Two, respects the flag and national anthem. This is found in Republic Act 8491, which is again, I would like to mention, the flag and the heraldic code of the Philippines. So, showing respect to our flag and the national anthem is that we really have to sing our national anthem with fervor. That is, with great feeling of pride. Number three, promotes the appreciation and enhancement of Filipino languages. You know that our country has several languages, but we need to embrace all these languages. That is being nationalistic. Number four, abides by the rules of the school, community, and country. So, as a student, as teachers, we also have our rules in school. And of course, in the community and country, we also have to follow other rules because we are all citizens of our country. Five, enables others to develop interest and pride in being a Filipino. Again, this is one way of showing our sense of nationalism. And another behavior statement demonstrates appropriate behavior in carrying out activities in the school, community, and country. So the indicators manages time and personal resources efficiently and effectively. So we have to manage time as well as our resources to be more effective and efficient. And of course, number two, perseveres to achieve goals despite difficult circumstances. So let us learn to be goal-oriented and again output-oriented. Three, conducts oneself appropriately in various situations. So we need to do what is right. We need to act the proper decorum in whatever situations. So may I just remind you of our DepEd mandate. The Department of Education or DepEd formulates, implements, and coordinates policies, plans, programs, and projects in the areas of formal and non-formal basic education. It supervises all elementary and secondary education institutions, including alternative learning systems, both public and private, and provides for the establishment and maintenance of a complete, adequate, and integrated system of basic education relevant to the goals of the national development. To address the wide gaps in performance, yes, we have experienced that, especially in our reading proficiency and mathematical proficiency, while navigating within existing constraints and in keeping with our constitutional and international commitments of providing quality basic education to all Filipinos, DepEd shall continue pursuing this policy thrust and directions. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to inspire everyone, those in the teaching profession and even the non-teaching profession, that under one roof, the Department of Education, we should take part in the attainment of our DepEd vision, mission, and core values. In these trying times that we have our COVID-19 pandemic, let us all be united. Let us all work towards one goal. We have to support the learning continuity plan that is crafted for us under, of course, with the support of our President, President Rodrigo R. Duterte. In ending, to be engaged is to be committed and devoted. Thank you very much and mabuhay po ang Department of Education.
Wow, that was a comprehensive refresher talk of our mandate duties and responsibilities as teachers of the Department of Education, and as well as our nationality as Filipinos. Maka-Diyos, makakalikasan, makatao, at makabansa. Wow, that was really powerful. At this point, let us call on screen Ma'am Maribeth A. Alcordo, the school head of Bernardo Carpio National High School. Good afternoon, Ma'am Maribeth.
Hello, good afternoon, Christine.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am, we would like to hear from you your heartfelt message po to our viewers who are watching right now in our live broadcast. Go ahead, ma'am.
Actually, I have already mentioned, I have included the message, but since this is our day one, I
Yes,
would just like to encourage everyone to really religiously attend our sessions because you will be learning a lot of things at the end of our session. And then for our participants as teachers, this is in relation with the opening of classes. So we are now in the new normal. So magbinisaya ko no or magtagalog.
Go
So
ahead, ma'am.
laban lang ta because we are now here. So ana lang, laban lang. And then yung sinasabi ng mga millennials na kung gustuhin may paraan, kung ayaw may dahilan. So again, good afternoon and thank you so much for the opportunity. I just hope I was able to share something to all the participants. Thank you, Tin.
Thank you, ma'am. Once again, thank you very much, ma'am Maribeth A. Alcordo, head of the Bernardo Carpio National High School. Thank you very much, ma'am, for tuning in and also for being with us. All right. At this juncture, we will be having the open forum. Now, for your questions, you may access the Padlet link. Controller, kindly flash the Padlet link on the runner board. So you will also be able to control also your questions. And please don't forget to allow the Padlet link to access your name so we will also know who is asking the question. There you go, the Padlet link for cluster 3. We have http://deped.in/D_ay1. Cluster is capital CLUSTER 3. Capital P for Padlet. That's the link for cluster 3. And for cluster 1, controller, can we have the link, please? Yeah, for cluster 1, nasa runner board po tayo. We have there http://deped.in/cluster1, that's capital C. Padlet is capital P. Day 1, capital D. Okay, thank you very much, controller. And moving on, may I call now on the screen our speaker this morning. May we have back on screen Sir Melanio R. Florino Jr., the Senior High School Master Teacher 1 of Pablo Lorenzo National High School. Where is Sir Mel? Hi, Sir
Hi,
Mel.
Ma'am T.
Hi.
Okay.
Kumusta, sir?
Okay lang po, ma'am. Sana naintindihan na kanina. Pero I'm going to add something, ma'am, kasi hindi ko siya nadagdag this morning. Pwede po
Okay.
ba? Okay lang.
Let's go ahead. Take the floor, sir.
So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, wait lang. Okay, this time I'm going to discuss SCORM. Our learning management system SCORM, our learning management system is SCORM compliant. So what is SCORM? It is a shareable content object reference model. Kung napapansin nyo kanina, hindi siya masyadong gumagalaw yung ating mga activities. Naka-still lang siya, parang picture. Kung gagalaw man, ikot lang siya sa next page. Then bubukas na naman sa next page. So hindi siya masyadong interactive. Ang gagawin lang ng mga estudyante, mag-i-input lang sila ng text or magdadagdag ng kanilang assignment. So ang SCORM ay mabisang paraan to make our learning management system interactive. So what are those popular software? That is SCORM Maker. Isa na dito ang Adobe Captivate. We also have iSpring Suite 9, the Wondershare Quiz Creator, at saka yung binigay ni Sir Marksy last time, yung Kotobi. So I will not discuss more about Kotobi kasi na-discuss naman yun siya. So ipapakita ko yung mga nagawa kong SCORM sa inyo so that you will have ideas on what to include to your learning management system.
Alright, babalikan po natin si Sir Mel. Sir Mel, are you still there?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Sir, kumusta po?
Wala atang audio.
Wala ata yung audio natin.
Oo.
Okay lang po ba tayo ngayon? Kindly check po the technicals about on your side. If you can share again from the start. And
Ma'am, ha?
kasi para marinig din ng mga audiences natin if ano po yung ginagawa natin when it comes to your new sharing
po.
within the sector. Okay, sir, take the floor.
How about dyan, Ma'am Christine? May audio na po ba?
Right. By the way, before we proceed to Sir Mel's discussion, while he is preparing for his screen and his audio to be fixed, may we also greet our school heads. For Cluster 1, we have Ma'am Evelyn Magno, Principal 4 of Davao City National High School, Ma'am Josephine A. Basilio, Assistant Principal 2 of Emilio Ramos National High School, Ma'am Jocelyn O. Simafranca, Principal 2 of Erico T. Nograles National High School. We also have Sir Rolando Capul, Principal 2, Francisco Bangoy National High School. We also have Ma'am Shirley Elizabeth N. Jacobe, Principal 1 of Leon Garcia Senior National High School. Sir Ruel A. Alvarez, EDD PhD, Principal 4 of Santa Ana National High School. Hello, sir. Engineer Radilon Morales, Principal 2 from Vicenta Nograles National High School. We also have Yuri Giovanni Yucolita, Officer in Charge of Davao City National High School, Madapo Campus. For Cluster 3, we also have Ma'am Ruth A. Rufano, Teacher 3 of Acacia National High School, Ma'am Maribeth B. Alcordo, Principal 1 of Bernardo D. Carpio National High School, Ma'am Liberty R. Arellano, EDD, Principal 3 of Cabantian National High School. Hello, ma'am. Ma'am Janet C. Musa, Assistant Principal 2, Communal National High School, Roberto R. Binag, PhD, Assistant Principal 2 of Gorgonio Tahoe Senior National High School. Hello, sir. Romeo E. Picar, EDD, Head Teacher 6 of Pablo Lorenzo National High School. Of course, we should not forget Sir Charlie B. Pulma, Principal 2 of Teofilo V. Fernandez National High School. We also have Ma'am Maria Luisa T. Mamitag, Principal 2 of Waan National High School. We also have Ma'am Araceli Arellano, PhD, Head Teacher 1 of Mujang High School, V.V. Fernandez National High School, Annex Campus. And Maria Ligaya R. Romero, Principal 1 of Pilar Rodriguez Integrated School, Bernardo Carpio National High School, Annex. All right. That would be hello, guys. And also, hello also to our co-teachers of Davao City National High School, especially for our dear principal, Ma'am Evelyn Magno, and also my co-teachers at the English department. Hello, thank you very much for watching. And also our teachers from clusters 1 and 3. By the way, going back to our Padlet link, before we proceed, babalikan lang natin yung Padlet link if you have further questions so that we can cater later on. Controller, there you go. So we have now the Padlet link for cluster 3. That's http://deped.in/day1. That's capital D for day, cluster with a capital C, 3 and Padlet, capital P. That is for the Padlet link for cluster 3. So don't forget to key in your questions and clarifications or inquiries so that our speaker for this afternoon will also cater your questions. For the cluster 1, controller, kindly show the cluster 1, please. Can we have the cluster 1? There you go. For cluster 1, we have day 1, http://deped.in/cluster1 Padlet day 1. Yan. Actually, marami na kami natatanggap ng mga messages and also shout outs. And we also have received so many questions. And we will be showing it during our presentation later on. Right. So at this juncture, our attendance, time check, it's already 2:43 p.m. Paki-flash po ng link again sa attendance, controller. Yan. So please do not forget, our attendance will be only until alas 3 ng hapon. Again, until 3 p.m. only. So there you go. Day 1 afternoon attendance link. We have deped.in/6X, small letter X, capital HYNJ1. Ayan. So again, we only are until 3 p.m. Time check, it's 2:43 p.m. this time. Around ilang minuto na lang ba? 12 minutes to go. And we would also like to recognize the management committee of the cluster training of teachers on learning management system. We have the executive committee, the overall cluster training manager, Dr. Winifredo E. Cagape, EDD, PhD, with the members, all school heads under cluster 1 and cluster 3. We also have the cluster staff. We have Jamaico C. Magayo, Kaski O. Clerigo, Ismael Baog. Ayan, sila Sir Maiko, si Sir Kaski, and Sir Ismael. Hello, sir. And also our program flow in charge is none other than Sir Jed I. Bete. Right. For our secretariat, there you go. Right. So for our secretariat, we have here our chairperson, Ma'am Maricel Bernal, and the members. We have Chris Carmel A. Quimno, Paulo M. Ilaco, Clifford Iran, and Emir Arvin Rasgo. Yan. For our streaming committee, we also have the chairperson, Sir Eugene B. Dorado, and the members are Early A. Notarte, Jose Carlos Fernandez, and Sir Lope Baswell. Hello, sirs. Thank you so much for the support. Even if hindi nyo sila nakikita, talagang they're really working hard and they're doing their best for this live broadcast. Also, for the prizes and awards committee, we have, next slide, please. Chair controller, right. For the prizes and awards committee, we have the chairperson, Ma'am Shirley Elizabeth N. Jacobe, and the members, the selected teachers of Leon Garcia National High School. So kanina, when I showed to you this Wi-Fi here, yan, sila po ang in charge sa lahat ng mga prizes natin. So once again, top 1 ng AM Watch Advocate will be receiving such kit, home prepaid Wi-Fi kit. Actually, may ano to siya, meron to siyang free 10 gig sa unang use pa lang. So, di ba? Bonggang-bongga ang iyong pagbabrowsing. And that's good for 1 week. And next slide, please. We have the Physical Arrangement Committee. The chairperson, Ma'am Evelyn Nagno. And the members, we have Sir Mon Ladica. Next slide, please. Controller. Yan. Sir Mon Ladica, Sir Roger Asares, Sir Abel Percival Silao, and Sir Lope Baswell. Ayan. Then, we also have another slide, please. For our daily training managers, eto na. Sila yung namumuno sa lahat, the control of everything that we have been seeing since early this morning and until Friday. We have for Monday, none other than Ma'am Evelyn Magno of Davao City National High School. For tomorrow, we have Sir Rolando Capul of F. Bangoy National High School. For Wednesday, we have Ma'am Maribeth Alcordo of Bernardo Carpio National High School. On Thursday, we have Ma'am Liberty Arellano of Cabantian National High School. And last but not the least, on Friday, we have Sir Ruel Alvarez of Santa Ana National High School. All right. Next slide, please. For our training evaluation, of course, we always have the evaluation so that we can also improve our performances every day in our webinar. We have the chairperson, Ma'am Ruth Rufano, and the members. We have Sir Sherwin Portugaliza, Sir Jamaico Magayo, Sir Kaski Clerigo, and Sir Ismael Bao. All right. Next slide, we have the activity completion report. Controller, can you move the slide, please? Okay. For our activity completion report, we have the chairperson, Ma'am Janeth Musa, and the members, the selected teachers of Communal National High School. Ayan. So, ang dami-daming people behind this success for our cluster training of trainers on the learning management system. We also have the video documentation and on-cam committee. Okay. So, we have there the chairperson, Sir Mark Nareto, and the members, we have Sir Janrib Akyatan and Sir Mon Ladica. Hello, sirs. Talagang busy sila kanina when we were on live and also off-cam. Thank you very much po. And, of course, we also have the food committee with the chairperson, Ma'am Josephine Basilio. Okay, can we have the next slide? Controller, please. Yan. So, the chairperson is Ma'am Josephine Basilio. And the member is Ma'am Ruth Rufano. Ma'am, thank you very much po sa inyong help regarding our day 1. And that ends our committee list for the 5-day cluster training of teachers on the learning management system. Are we ready na ba, si Sir Mel, to go back on live? So at this juncture, we would like to thank our viewers for this afternoon who tuned in. Actually, we are a lot of teachers and viewers are watching right now. We have 905 in attendance. And we'd also like to thank sa lahat po ng mga may tanong. Please log in to your padded link. And also don't forget, time check, it's 2:49. Day 1 afternoon attendance link, deped.in/6xhynj, that's capital letter, and number 1. Again, afternoon attendance link. Yeah. That's deped.in/6xhynj, all in capital letters, and the number 1. Right. So far, yan. Before we proceed to our speaker later on, hahanap muna tayo dito ng mga shoutouts from our viewers. So we have here from Ma'am Maria Cecilia Sobremisana. Pa-shoutout ako sa Aralpan Department of F. Bangoy National High School. Hello, Ma'am Cecilia. Thank you very much for watching. And we also have Ma'am Arlene Aliera watching from F. Bangoy National High School. Wow, daming taga F. Bangoy National High School na nakatune in. Hello po. And we also have Ma'am Glenda Mahumo. Shoutout po. Ako sa TLE Department of Santa Ana National High School. Hello to all teachers of Santa Ana National High School at the TLE Department. Hello po, good afternoon. And another one, ayan. We have here from Sir Jed Acero, shout out ko. Ayan, wala na. Shout out ko lang, Ma'am Queenie Solomon, saka ko bukid ug naa nabukhan na ano ba to? Wow, napaka-interactive na ng ating board. Right. So another one is from Ma'am Joanne Marie Yu from Santa Ana National High School. Hello po. Thank you very much for watching. And we also have Ma'am Miraflor Tordillo. Good afternoon. Watching here from F. Bangoy National High School. Hello po sa inyong lahat and thank you very much for watching. At this time, we have 923 viewers via live stream. We also like to say shout out naman tayo dito sa hi, Ma'am Gina Himaya Martinez. Thank you very much for watching po. And we also have Ma'am Evangeline Lobino of Erico T. Nograles National High School. Thank you very much. Right, so while waiting for you to proceed, okay, let's have first our open forum while waiting for the system to go smoothly this time. Sir Mel, are you still there?
Hello, ma'am.
All right. So,
Okay.
Sir Mel, kamusta? Everything
Okay
running
lang,
okay?
okay lang po.
Right. So at this point, sir, dako muna tayo for our question and answer for our open forum. Okay lang po ba?
Okay po, ma'am. Go ahead.
All right. So I will give you your first question, sir. This is from Davao City National High School. Anong po, paano po yung mga students na walang laptop o gadget? Paano sila makaka-access po sa LMS? That's from Davao City
Ah,
National High School.
okay. Paano po yung mga walang laptop or gadget or yung mga walang internet access? May iba po tayong learning modalities po. Meron tayong ADM module, meron tayong radio base, at meron din tayong magiging sa television, TV-based instruction po. So hindi naman nagkakalayo yung activities ng online ng LMS natin sa ibang modalities. So yung mga wala pong internet connection at saka gadget, doon na lang po sila sa ating ibang modalities kung saan angkop po ang kanilang pag-aaral doon. Huwag na hong problemahin, hindi na ho natin ikukumpara kung saan po ang mas mabuti, kung yun bang may internet o yung gumagamit ba ng text media or text information based sa ating ADM module.
So, even if hindi nakaka-access sa LMS, meron pa rin tayong other ways and means para
Yes,
maka-access
ma'am.
sa
Opo.
mga modules na ginagawa natin. Kasi di ba, I remember it right, sinabi ni Ma'am Janet Veloso of the regional office na the default mode is the modular approach. And these other modalities are also helping to enhance our students. Tama po ba tayo, Sir Mel?
Yes, ma'am. Tama po.
All right. Thank you very much for that. Another question po, Sir Mel. Yeah, another question po. Question number 2 from Cabantian National High School. Sir Melanio Florino, pwede po ba Gmail account ang gagamitin sa LMS?
For now po, pwede po siyang gamitin, pero nag-warning na po ang ating Division ICT Coordinator na Sir Gilbert na sana ay gagamitin po natin ang deped.gov.ph kasi baka sa susunod na buwan o sa susunod na araw, magkakaroon sila ng filter na hindi na po pwedeng pumasok yung gumamit ng Gmail o gumamit ng ibang email accounts. So ngayon po, maaring gamitin po natin ang ating deped.gov.ph na account.
Alright, sir. So, sa lahat po ng mga viewers natin na hindi pa po nakaka-access o nakakukuha ng DepEd Gmail accounts that's actually ending in deped.gov.ph, please inquire your ICT coordinator sa school para naman actually, our email is really powerful. You can save in the drive. Napakalaki po ng storage niya. Wala
Yes,
pong
ma'am.
limit. Tama po ba, Sir Mel?
Yes, ma'am. Unlimited po ang ating storage kaysa normal. Yung normal storage kasi po, para sa hindi gumagamit ng DepEd, nasa 15 gig lang po. Samantalang sa ating DepEd, unlimited po. Pwede po nating i-sync yung ano yung nasa laptop natin. So kung masira man yung laptop natin, na-sync na po natin doon sa ating Google Drive.
Ayan. Also, sir, I noticed na when I save in my deped.gov.ph, may mga accounts po tayo na only in DepEd portal lang talaga na-access.
Yes, ma'am.
Sa regular Gmail. Thank you very much, sir. And actually, may tanong din po tayo. May next question pa po. Yan, question number 3. Sir Mel, bakit po sa mga naunang, this is from Bernardo Carpio National High School. Sir Mel, bakit po sa mga naunang LMS webinars, meron na pong mga plugins na ginagamit? Pero sa LMS namin ngayon ay walang mga plugins.
Okay. Kung napapansin natin sa mga nakaraang webinar, may mga plugins sila, pero isa ata itong mga plugins kung bakit humina ang ating internet connection kung papasok tayo sa ating LMS. Kasi po itong plugins ay galing sa ibang server na pupunta doon sa ating server sa LMS. Pag i-open po siya, hahanapin pa yung server kung saan galing ang plugin. So kung maaari po, hindi po tayo gagamit ng plugin sa ngayon muna. So sa kasalukuyan po, tinitest po ng ating education engineer kung hanggang saan talaga ang ating activities sa LMS. Kung siguro sa mga susunod na araw, kung pwedeng idagdag nila ang plugin, siguro idadagdag po nila. Kasi yung plugins, katulad ng naputol kong discussion, yung SCORM, maganda po siya ma'am kasi interactive po yun siya. So sa ngayon, hindi po muna, wala po munang plugin. So mananatili po tayo doon sa SCORM na ginamit sa atin ni Mark C yung Kotobi.
So at this point, sir, Kotobi is okay as a plugin.
Yes ma'am. Pero ang ating Kotobi ma'am is nasa 60-day trial period. Kung tapos na tayo sa 60-day, so pwede siguro tayong gumamit ng ibang email ad para i-download na naman yun. Pero may limitasyon po yun siya.
So, pag gagamit pala ng plug-in, ang bawat teacher sa kanilang LMS, automatic hihila yung ng signal to
Yes
get
ma'am.
that
Oo,
content.
oo.
So, if everybody is utilizing plugins, medyo mahihirapan din ang LMS natin. So, for now,
Halimbawa
go ahead,
halimbawa
sir.
sa PowerPoint ko ma'am, may plugins ako ng iSpring. Kung bubuksan ko yung PowerPoint, medyo may katagalan siya. Hindi katulad nung wala pang plugins sa iSpring or Articulate Presenter.
Napaka-technical pala talaga ng LMS. Kayang-kaya naman sana, pero pag medyo mabigat yung bandwidth, talaga nahihirapan yung system, ano? But
Yes,
anyway,
ma'am.
that's part of, it's part of the new normal, so we really have to adjust to our system. Now, another question, sir. This is from Leon Garcia National High School. Ito. Can students use Gmail or Yahoo Mail to register or create account in the LMS?
Sa ngayon, ma'am, wala pa ho kaming advice o natatanggap na memorandum galing sa ating Division ICT Coordinator na Sir Gilbert. Wala po akong maisasagot sa ganyan kasi wala pa po akong natanggap na memorandum kung ano talagang gagamitin ng mga bata na accounts para makapasok sa ating LMS.
So for now, sir, teachers muna yung pumapasok doon lahat, ano?
Yes,
Wala pa
ma'am.
talaga
Oo.
students. All right, thank you very much, sir. But hopefully, if we can have an update, siguro, we can contact directly to our ICT coordinators kung may
Yes,
update
ma'am.
tayo regarding sa LMS. All right.
Siguro nanonood si Sir Gilbert ngayon.
Si Sir Gilbert of the division office. Yeah, tama. Hello, Sir Gilbert. I hope you're watching. Ayan. So, another question, sir. That's question number 5. This is actually the last question. Medyo mataas. From Santa Ana National High School. Sir, can we just sync the activity numbers from the ABM modules to LMS? I noticed kasi this morning that they are not synced. This will create confusion to students, especially when some cannot join in the online class. Any thoughts, sir?
Pwede po ma'am, 'di ba binanggit ko kanina yung order of activities natin na ginawa ko doon ay sariling opinion ko po para sa akin kung yun po ang pwede sa mga bata. So nasa Santa Ana National High School po kung isi-sync nila yung order of activities or number of items doon sa ating LMS.
So, pwede pala, sir. Basta,
Yes, ma'am.
we
Pwede
are really
talaga.
aligning everything to our modules. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Once again, that is our speaker for this morning, Sir Melanio R. Florina Jr., a senior high school master teacher 1 of Pablo Lorenzo National High School. Sir, daghan kayong salamat.
Daghang salamat, ma'am.
Thank you po. All right. So at this juncture, we would like also to thank those people who asked the questions. Talagang malaman na malaman lahat ng mga tanong na binibigay sa atin, and also the speaker, Sir Mel, was also able to answer the questions. Now, at this point, before we end, we will be flashing the evaluation link. Controller, please flash it on the screen now. Every day, meron po tayong evaluation link. So, All right, we're back on live. Pasensya na po kayo. Kanina, we had experienced a technical glitch due to our internet connection. And actually, that's really part of the new normal, and it's really inevitable. Now, at this point, going back to our discussion, here is our evaluation link of the day one. For today, we have the http://deped.in/evaluation day 1. Lahat po yan small letters. So, hindi ka na malilito. Again, that's http://deped.in/evaluation day 1. Yan. So I hope, please, we are waiting for your evaluation dahil that will be our basis for our improvements for the coming days. Especially, it will be running from day 1 right now until Friday. Thank you very much po in advance. And yeah, we're looking forward for your honest opinions and suggestions so we can improve our system. Now, at this point, time check, it's already 3:06. Close na po ang ating attendance link for the afternoon session. And thank you very much for our viewers who tuned in until this time of the hour. Now, of course, thank you very much also to our manager for the day. We have Ma'am Evelyn Magno of Davao City National High School for bringing us such a beautiful day to start our our cluster training of the LMS for our teachers. Also, we would like to thank our school heads. Let's start first with Cluster 1. Daghan kayong salamat. We have Ma'am Evelyn Magno, Principal 4 of Davao City National High School. Ma'am Josephine A. Basilio, Assistant Principal 2 of Emilio Ramos National High School. Thank you very much, ma'am. We also have Ma'am Jocelyn O. Simafranca, Principal 2 of Erico Tino Grales National High School. Next, we have Sir Rolando Capul, Principal 2 of Francisco Bangoy National High School. Siya po ang makakasama natin tomorrow as our manager for the day. Next, we have Ma'am Shirley Elizabeth N. Jacobe, Principal 1 of Leon Garcia Senior National High School. Hello, ma'am. Thank you very much for the prizes. And we have Sir Ruel A. Alvarez, EDD, PhD, the Principal 4 of Santa Ana National High School. We also have, thank you very much po, Sir Redilon Morales, Principal 2 of Vicenta Nograles National High School. Next, we also have Sir Yuri Giovanni Colita, Officer in Charge of Davao City National High School, Madapo Campus. Next, we also have from Cluster 3. Dito naman tayo dadako sa Cluster 3. Thank you very much po, Ma'am Ruth A. Rufano, Teacher 3 of Acacia National High School. We also have Ma'am Liberty Arellano, EDD, Principal 3 of Cabantian National High School. Hello, ma'am. Thank you very much for watching and for supporting us. We also have Ma'am Janet C. Musa, Assistant Principal 2 of Communal National High School. Next, we also have Roberto R. Binag, PhD, Assistant Principal 2 of Gorgonio Tajo Senior National High School. And we also have Sir Romeo E. Picar, EDD, Head Teacher 6 of Pablo Lorenzo National High School. Next, of course, we should not forget Sir Charlie B. Pulma, Principal 2 of Teofilo V. Fernandez National High School. We also have Ma'am Maria Luisa T. Mamitag, Principal 2 of Waan National High School. Next, we also have to thank Ma'am Araceli Arellano, PhD, Head Teacher 1 of Mujang High School, and Ma'am Maria Ligaya R. Romero, Principal 1 of Pilar Rodriguez IS, BD Carpio National High School, and next. So, diba? It's really a powerhouse of leaders and comprehensive speakers in Cluster 1 and 3. At this point, of course, before we end our session, kailangan po natin talagang pag-isipan ulit as teachers on how are we going to take a look at our system in the LMS. Kasi minsan talaga sa sobrang daming gumagamit po ng ating system, talagang it's really part of the new normal siguro that the system is really going slow. So patience lang po tayo because patience is a virtue. All right. So we would also like to remind the participants to please, kung hindi kayo nakaka-access sa evaluation link dahil sa sobrang dami po na uma-access ngayon, please refresh the evaluation link if hindi po nyo nakita yung inyong school. Again, please refresh your evaluation link if hindi nyo nakikita yung sa school name ninyo. Alright, so at this point, thank you very much. We also have, we can also access the video tutorial of Sir Melv Perlanio Florino later on. And we will be displaying the link. Ayan, sa mga nagtatanong, may mga nakikita kasi kami kanina sa Padlet. Sir, kung pwede kong kunin namin yung file. Yan po ang link coming from our generous Sir Melanio Florino. We have Google Drive LMS tutorial link. Just copy it, https://tinyurl.com/DepEdMS tutorial. Again, snapshot na po tayo sa phones if you're watching it, or press Windows key and print screen so that you will have this link attached later on. Okay, so for the screenshots also, do not forget, number 1, evaluation link. Don't forget that for the end of the day. And when you are taking your selfies, day 1 morning and PM, also AM and PM, please don't forget to use our hashtag Sulong Educalidad and hashtag Abante Cluster 1 and 3. Again, use the hashtag Sulong Educalidad and hashtag Abante Cluster 1 and 3. Di basta-basta ang 1 at 3 dahil lagi tayong the best among the rest. So, diba? So hopefully, within our time for day 1 to day 5, manatili po tayong tuned in to our system so we will not have, we're not going to miss any of the most comprehensive talks which are on deck for us within this week. Right? Thank you very much. So, at this point, may I call in? Ayan. So, while waiting po, may may pahabol tayo ng mga messages coming from our school heads and also from our PSDS in a few minutes from now. And by the way, punta muna tayo sa shout outs. Ayan. May mga tumutulong po sa YouTube sa channel natin. May mga chats po dyan kung saan daw po makikita yung mga school. Scroll down lang daw po ng scroll down. I repeat, scroll down lang ng scroll down within the registration and for the evaluation link. Kasi may mga nakalagay pong drop-down keys. So, scroll down lang po tayo. Kung nagkaka-error po tayo sa link, just press the refresh button. Okay, so at this point, may we call in on the screen our ever proactive Public Schools District Supervisor. We have Dr. Winifredo Cagape. Sir Fred, come on down.
Yes, good afternoon, Christine. How are you?
Good,
Kumusta
sir.
ang ating mga manonood dyan?
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Sir, do you have any messages po para sa viewers natin since this is day 1 of our CTOT? Go ahead, sir.
Okay, to all our teachers and principals, please continue watching para marami kayong matutunan in terms of the implementation ng ating LMS. I know today, first day pa tayo ngayon, may bukas hanggang Friday tayo. So I know you'll be getting a lot of insights, concepts na matutunan ninyo sa lahat ng ating mga speakers.
Wow, sir. Kumusta po yung natin so far? We have been, ilang oras na ba? Sa day 1 pa tayo ngayon. What to expect po ba within day 5, sir? May mga pa ba? Prizes up stake? Ba?
ang daming prizes store for all our watch advocates. So, dapat mabilisan tayo. Yung ating modem talaga. You will be benefiting. Prepaid Wi-Fi na yan. At saka yung top 5 natin. Of course, courtesy na ating mga sponsor school every day. So, for today, ating Davao City High School with the leadership of Ma'am Evelyn Magno. Tomorrow, Mr. Capol. On Wednesday, we have Ma'am Embet Alcordo of Bernardo Carpio. And on Thursday, si Dr. Liberty Arellano. Sa Friday, sponsor naman ni Dr. Rayuel Alvarez. Ang sila ang magbibigay ng mga prizes, yung top 5 natin, yung batch advocate. So, pabilisan tayo. Pag pakita na link, automatic, mag-inom kayo agad.
Oo nga, sir, kasi prizes are at stake. And we also value Project Watch. Ayan.
Yeah.
Really part of our system that we have to be conscious in our time and we also have to be honest in our responsibilities. Right? So at this point, sir, thank you very much po for your message.
Okay.
Salamat. All right. Thank you, sir. Okay. So at this point, by tomorrow, we will be giving you another link so you can access the live feed. And kung wala man ngayon for this time, please wait for it to be shared courtesy of your school heads, principals, and department heads. GC lang muna tayo via group chat, automatic po. Once the link will be sent to you, just click it on and you're good to go. Also, for the attendance schedule, most of the time, lalabas yan. Marami nagtatanong, nasa ang attendance link? Nasa ang attendance link, ma'am? Please wait for it to be posted because prizes are also at stake and we also value Project Watch. Now, at this moment, we are also would like to thank again the people behind our the success of our program for this afternoon and for this morning as well. The management committee. We would like again to thank these people behind the success of day 1 and hopefully until day 5. Just stay strong with management committee team. So we have from the executive committee, thank you very much po, overall cluster training manager, Winifredo E. Cagape, EDD, PhD, with the members, all school heads under clusters 1 and 3. Also, we would like to thank the cluster staff, Sir Jamaico C. Magayo, Sir Casky O. Clerigo, and Sir Ismael Bayo. For the program flow in charge, Sir Jed Bete. Thank you, sir, for this fruitful plan of our CTOT. And for our secretariat, we also have the chairperson under the name of Mama Maricel Bernal, with the members, Chris Carmel A. Kimno, Paulo M. Ilaco, Clifford Iran, and Emir Arvin Rasgo. Thank you very much po. For the streaming committee, sila yung nag-feed sa atin ng links and also our connections. Thank you very much for the chairperson, Sir Eugene B. Dorado, with the members, Early A. Notarte, Sir Jose Carlos Fernandez, and Sir Lope Basuel. For the prizes and awards committee, we have the chairperson, Ma'am Shirley Elizabeth M. Jacobe, members, selected teachers of Leon Garcia National High School. Also for the physical arrangement committee, we have the chairperson, Ma'am Evelyn E. Magno. Members, we have Sir Mon Ladica, Sir Roger Asares, Sir Abel Percival Silao, and Sir Lope Basuel. Thank you very much po. And for the daily training managers, this Monday, it was Ma'am Evelyn Magno of Davao City National High School. Bukas po, Tuesday, we have Sir Rolando Capul of F. Bangoy National High School. On Wednesday, we have Ma'am Maribeth Alcordo of Bernardo Carpio National High School. On Thursday, we have Ma'am Liberty Arellano of Cabantian National High School. On Friday, the last day, we have Sir Ruel Alvarez of Santa Ana National High School. Okay, so our training evaluation also, we have the people behind this will be collecting and also gathering all data for the improvement of our CTOT for this 5-day webinar. So we have the chairperson, Ma'am Ruth Rufano, with the members, Sir Sherwin Fortegaliza, Sir Jamaico Magayo, Sir Casky Clerigo, and Sir Ismael Bao. We also have the Activity Completion Report Committee with the chairperson, Ma'am Janet Musa, and the members, selected teachers of Communal National High School. Also, we would like to thank our video documentation on cam, the chairperson, Sir Mark Narito. Sir Mark, thank you very much po. And with the members, Sir Janriv Akyatan and Sir Mon Ladika. And of course, the food committee headed by the chairperson, Ma'am Josephine Basilio, and the members, Ma'am Ruth Rufano. Okay. So at this point, we will be flashing now. Yan, may link kaming ibibigay sa inyo. Controller, kindly flash it now. Ayan, automatic. Ang bilis ng technical team. Thank you very much po. We now have the day 2 YouTube link for tomorrow. That's https:/bit.ly/30M na maliit, capital C, 14, and letter B in a capital B. I repeat, for day 2, you have the YouTube link. That's https:/bit.ly/30M, capital C, 14, and capital B. Ayan, save na tayo ng link. Baka may papasok na mamaya. Waiting, matagal pa po tayo. Bukas na po yan na link ng umaga. Thank you very much, Controller, for sharing us this link. Screenshot na po tayo, mga ma'am and sir, so that we will not forget the link. Please also share this to your GCs. Yan. Thank you very much. So at this point, in everything we do, we begin with a prayer and we end with the prayer. So at this point, may I request everyone to let us bow down our heads and feel the presence of the Lord. Yan. Almighty God, we started this webinar with you and we are closing it with you. Thank you for making this day one webinar on the cluster training of teachers on the learning management system a success. We would not have done it without you, Lord, because we are many of our plans, but it is you who establishes them all. May the things we have learned today stir our hearts, and may we put them into action for the benefit of our learners. May what we have learned impact our lives, families, friends, and the rest of the world positively. In Jesus' name we believe and pray. Amen. Okay, thank you very much. And that ends day one of the cluster training of teachers on the learning management system of the Department of Education, Division of Davao City, clusters 1 and 3. We will see each other again tomorrow for day 2. Once again, this is Christine Joy C. Cabahog, a teacher of Davao City National High School under Cluster 1. At dahil education must continue, tara, sama-sama sa pagsulong ng edukalidad, addressing the challenge of quality in basic education. Hashtag sulong edukalidad. Hashtag Albante, cluster 1 and 3. I'm counting down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.